Hello, my name is Rohan Gupta, and this is my company, Emotionator, which specializes in emotion detection. Did you know that insurance companies lose more than $40 billion annually due to insurance fraud, and that the American people, on average, lose up to $30 billion due to phone scams? Have you also thought about the times you've called into call centers and been frustrated with the call center employees? Well, if you think these are all problems that need a solution, use our company. And at Emotionator, we like to say, don't fear emotions, use them. We have two main ways of generating revenue, creating an API and creating an app. Let's talk about our API-based solution first. The API is mainly targeted towards corporations. The reason why corporations will use our API instead of creating their own algorithm is because creating an algorithm takes time and effort. The main way we'll be monetizing our API is by tokens. A token is basically telling you how many times you can call the API. Now for an app-based solution. As most people don't have the expertise or the time to utilize their API, we'll be creating an app. This app is mainly targeted towards people who have emotion disabilities and those who surround them. For example, if someone cannot detect emotions, this app can be very useful for them, or for people around someone with PTSD, as people with PTSD don't show their true emotions, which can lead to diagnostic errors if you're a medical personnel. Now to talk about how our model works. For our API, there will also be a discounting, where if you annotate the data with the true emotions, you get some amount of discount. This annotated data will go into our database with all the other data we collected from online sources. We will then pre-process all the data into images, so our resonant model, which is an image model, can train on it. Our resonant model then outputs a pre-trained model, which you post data to from the API and the public app, and then we get the data back. Now to talk about how our company, Emotionator, is different from the red ocean landscape. All the other companies in our field do not use an API. Most of them have a desktop app, which does not allow flexibility. That's why we targeted our sites mainly towards APIs, as it allows for easy use and speed. Now onto our three tiers of non-customers. The current market is basically companies that mainly use AI for analytics. So this is tracking how your customers respond to certain changes you made to your company, or seeing how employees are responding to changes in their work environment. Our first tier is fraud prevention, which is an increasing field. So we thought that by using emotions, you can show if someone's lying or not, which can help prevent fraud. The same is true for job screening, as using emotions can show if someone is not telling the truth in a job application. The second tier of people are people with emotion disabilities. They're refusing rate because they don't know about the solutions. So if we're able to market to them, we'll then be able to transfer them into our current market. The third and last tier that is unexplored is the identification. Since lots of people talk in different styles and with different emotions at different times, we can identify people with how they use emotions. Currently, call centers do use some basic form of AI, but it's mainly after the fact to show how call center employees did. But with our API, you can use it for real-time data to adjust how you talk with the customer. Now on to our four framework. The first framework is eliminate delays, as this is fully autonomous. And we'll also eliminate human bias. We also raise efficiency, as our model is very accurate with an 82% accuracy, which is much better than humans' accuracy, which is around 57.9. We also raise reliability, as our app has a really good accuracy. We then reduce costs, as our calls do not cost much, and we also reduce hassle, as people and corporations do not have to create their own algorithms to train on. We also create an easy-to-use UI and a revolutionary API. Now onto our business growth. On the top table, you can see our pricing per call. For all token calls under 100 calls, it will be $1 per call. For calls under 1,000, it will be $0.8 per call. 100,000, $0.4 per call. And all other calls will be $0.25. Now, our timeline. So in 1 year, we'll be expecting a deployment of the app and start of the beta test API. In 2 years, we're expecting full API functionality. In 3 years, we're expected to increase our user base of the API and the app through marketing and adding more features. And on the graph on the left, you can see our projected growth. Now to conclude, we talked about emotion detection and our company Emotionator, and how we will be utilizing both an app for a public audience and an API for a corporate audience. So thank you.